Hi, Assalamualaikum. My name is Nur Shakira Farhana binti Muhammad Shaharuddin. My nometry is 14 DTK 21F2011. Today I want to talk about entity notation. What is entity notation? Entity notation is ER diagram notation for entity student. Next, strong versus weak entity type plus strong entity type. Entity that exists independently of other entity type. Last, weak entity type. Entity type whose existence depend on some other entity type. You can see theme. Student ID node course program. This is a entity type, and the right box we have a Sarah is a student name. 1, 2, 3, 4 is ID nodes. Course is ET601, and the program is DTK. Entity instance. Next, example of entity. Tangible, the example is person, product. Conceptual, the example is course title. Active, the example is delivery registration. Permanent is example delivery registration, same like active. The last one is volatile, example stock. Next, we have attribute. What is attribute? Attribute is property or characteristic of an entity type. All entity instance of a given entity set have the same attributes, but vary in the value of those attributes. Attributes have a same like this in this slide. We got attribute, student, ID node, course, program, same like first slide. Sarah is student name, ID 1, 2, 3, 4. Course is ET601. Program is DTK. The ID, course, and program is attribute domain. Possible value of attributes. Third, we have attribute 2 by definition. Is a property of an entity or a relationship type. Classification is single value, an attribute that hold a single value for a single entity. Next, a multi-valued, an attribute that hold multi-value for a single entity. Third, composite, attribute that have more than one attribute. Last is derived, attribute that represent a value of derivable from the value of a related attribute, not necessarily in the same entity. Value set is the main. Value set specifies the set of value that may be assigned to that attribute for each individual entry. The last one, relationship. What is relationship? Relationship is a set association among entity type, link between entities. Relationship can have attributes. First, this describe features pertaining to the association. between the entities in the relationship. Second, two entities can have more than one type of relationship between them. It's a multiple relationship. What is relationship? In an entity relationship diagram, ERD, a relationship represents the association between two or more entities. An ERD is a value representation used in database, designed to model the structure of a database on the way data is related to each other. And the relationship in a ERD depicts how different entities are connected or linked to each other in database.